Assalamu alaikum everybody, and welcome to your probably the last lesson in Python. It's going to be really easy. In the previous lesson we were done with the data types, all sorts of data types, from numbers to characters to float to decimal and so on, and also the list types, from lists to tuples to dictionary. Basically the concept is almost the same in all programming languages, whether you are using C or C++ or any other programming language that people use or programmers use today. And in today's lesson we're going to learn how to make our program more interactive. How can we make our program interactive? Now the meaning of interactive is that you allow the computer to bring a message to the user, and you also allow the user to enter data that goes into the program or into the computer. So that is the meaning of interactive. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to make our program more interactive. This lesson is going to be very easy, and we're going to use two built-in functions. The first one is input and the second one is print. Now to understand both of those functions, we're going to apply this example right here. We're going to ask the user to input their names, and at the same time we're going to bring a message to the user: please enter your name. And we're also going to ask the user to enter their age, and we're going to bring a message saying what's about your age, or what is your age, whatever message that you feel comfortable typing here. Now in this third line you are going to display this message along with the data that the user has entered on those two lines. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go straight to the IDLE, and I'm going to copy the program from here. Well, as you know, to start writing a program, you have to go to File and then New File to open the text editor that comes with Python. Let's type this example right here. Alright, so here I declared a variable named myname, and I used the input method, and I brought a message here that says please enter your name. Remember that any message, that it needs to be written in between double quote. And then again I declared another variable named myAge, and I used the method input, and then I displayed a message, or asked the computer to display a message: what about your age? And again the message has to be in between double quote. Now over here in the third line I'm going to print hello world, comma, my name is, comma. Now over here I'm going to ask the computer to call the value that the user entered here in the first line. So it's going to display my name, and then I am, that's just a message, and then again the variable named my age from this line, years old, that's a message. So let's test this program and see whether it works or not. To test the program you need to save it first. Let's call it interactive. .py, enter. To run the program you can just simply press F5. So now it's asking me please enter your name, MI, enter. What about your age? Let's say that I'm 100 years old, and enter. Hello world, my name is MI, which is the value that I entered here, and I am 100 years old. It's quite simple, right? So now I've asked the user to enter their names, that's a message, and I allowed them to enter data into the program, here and here both, right? And then at the end I displayed a complicated message, includes the values that the user has entered here and here, and it has displayed them here and here. Alright, let's get into the print function more close. Okay, so if I want to display a message I'm gonna have to put it in between quotes, like for example here, print hello world, my name is, all this message is in between quote. And then to display a variable I had to type comma, and then I had to type the name of the comma. Now I want to bring another message, so I had to type another comma and then type the message in between quotes, and then again comma, name of the variable, in between quotes, a message, right? There's another way to do that. You can simply type your message in this example right here plus the name of the variable. Let's try this. This example is actually more simple. We can disregard this line. It's supposed to be a comment, but we'll start from here. We created a variable named name, and then using the input method, we're going to display enter your name, and we're going to allow the user to enter their name here. Again, another variable named age, input, a message, enter your age. Now over here, I'm going to print each one in a separate line using the print function. So I want to display a message first. Your name is, this is just a message, plus, over here I used the plus symbol to combine this message with the variable that I have declared over here. Okay, and then again print, and your age is, that's a message, plus age. Okay, str is short for string, and that's a data type. So let's try this example in Python. Okay, so now I have my program right here, and I'm going to save it, interactive2 .py, enter, and now I'm going to run the program, run module. Now over here it's asking me enter your name, ASD, enter your age, 100. Now see the result. It has brought a message, your name is, the value in the name, and your age is 100, which is the value in age. Very simple, right? Now let's get into the last part of this lesson with a more useful and more complicated program. We have this program right here, and as you know, every line that starts with hash is nothing but a comment, so you can disregard this line, and this line. Okay, this program is to convert kilometers to miles. Okay, first we will declare a variable named kilometers, and we're going to assign that the data type as float, and then we're going to input enter value in kilometers. Okay, we're going to display enter value in kilometers, and then we're going to ask the user to enter a number here, and the number is float, which may contain decimal values. Okay, now over here in this line, I'm going to declare another variable, and I'm going to name it conv_fak, which is the conversion formula over here. Lastly, I'm going to calculate the miles in this line right here. Okay, I've given the value of conv_fak over here 0.621371, which is, this is the conversion formula from kilometers to miles. So the miles over here, I'm going to declare a new variable called miles, and I'm going to have its value kilometers, which is this variable, multiplied by this number over here. Let's try this in Python. Lastly, it's going to print the value that you get from this equation right here. So let's go ahead and test this program. Now here is the program. All I have to do is just save and run, and then it's going to ask me enter value in kilometers. For example, if I'm driving a car and I'm driving with 100 kilometers, and I want to know what 100 kilometers exactly equals in miles, so I'm going to press enter. 100 kilometers actually is 62.13 miles. So I'm going to be driving with the speed of 62 miles per hour. Alright, let's try a different value. Again, run module. Let's assume that I'm driving with 150 kilometers per hour. That means I'm driving with the speed of 93.2 miles per hour. It's a very useful program, isn't it? Well, that is it for this lesson. With this lesson we are done with Python, and in today's lesson we learned how to display messages on any program that we want using the function print, and we also learned how to take values from the user using the function named input. Well, that is it for this lesson. I hope you guys understood it and learned something new. Till I see you in the next lesson, take good care. Bye.